So I got a fair response from Nil7, which says, names what attracts you to Bernie. So I'm going to say that I love his platform, obviously, Medicare for all the stuff he talks about, but if I say that, it almost sounds cliche. Here's what I think is very specific about Bernie, because everyone can copy his policy and say it's fantastic now.
Yeah.
Bernie's theory of change is correct. I'm going to say, look at what happened with Obama when Obama got into office. When Obama got in, even if we change the past, change who Obama was and make him not a moderate Republican, make him someone that actually believed in the things he was saying in the campaign in 2008, it wouldn't have mattered, because all that had to happen was he's like, we're going to do a public option. He started there. Let's pretend that he's getting closer to public. Mitch McConnell would just say no, and he'd go, well, okay, we tried. Warren wins. She'll get in. She'll say, we need Medicare for all, or something similar, and Mitch McConnell will go, no. It's that simple. And that's it. That's the end of her plan. Sanders, on the other hand, his plan is, oh, Mitch McConnell says no. Well, let me go start campaigning in the middle of Kentucky in his district, which is very poor, and remind his constituents what Mitch McConnell's taking from them, and get the actual people of the district to realize what populist policies are. Very popular. That's a different way to do things. Bernie Sanders, I wouldn't be surprised if he was to say, I need 1 million people in D.C. to get this bill to pass. Bernie Sanders includes the popular will of the people and the people themselves in their numbers as a default for him to even win. For Bernie Sanders to win, he has to have a popular uprising to vote for him. That popular uprising, if they were to vote for him and he is to win, is by definition enough people to carry out these changes. That's the distinction about Bernie Sanders that's so important and so under-discussed. He won't make things happening by going business as usual, walking through the process like every other one of those candidates will. He's going to say, no, I'm going to ignore the process, go outside of it, and force these people's hand. Yeah. That's a huge difference.
I think for me, what I support about Senator Bernie Sanders and his message is, not only is he consistent, but since the aftermath of 2016, granted, we were there in Philly. And I really hated the fact that he kind of just bowed out of during the end of the convention. But, those were his reasons and his reasons alone. But the thing is, what happened afterwards in 2017, in 2018, and in 2019? You have Senator Bernie Sanders on the road supporting progressive candidates and bringing much needed change. He's asking people to step up and be the future. He's not just going along with the Democratic line saying, okay, well, here's a Democrat, this is it. That's how. No. He's talking about political revolution, and he wants people to be consistent. He wants people to step up and fight, because let's face it, Bernie Sanders isn't going to be around forever. One day he will be gone. That's just a simple fact, and we all have to deal with it. And how do we, and really, how do we bring about change? Well, we need somebody like Bernie Sanders to say, well, it's going to be up to you. And while I do respect Warren, I have to say this. For a long time, she said that she's a fighter, but where was she during the Dakota Access Pipeline? Where was she during the clear election fraud in 2016? Where's she been at other major progressive issues and, trying to bring in much needed change? She was on the sidelines. And yeah, she has her moments of really holding the RNC accountable, but what about her holding the DNC establishment accountable? And again, with her saying that she'd take corporate PAC money, I have to take a step back and say, I can't support you.
Yeah, it's exactly right. I would love to be in a situation where I was like, man, Bernie and Warren are both fantastic. I don't know who to choose. That would be amazing. I would love to be in that position.
Yeah.
But I can't be.